Coach, another rivalry weekend for the football team taking on Washburn, and for this group of guys at this point of their formulation, how big does a rivalry game come into play today or this weekend?
I guess you could say it comes into play, but the way I look at it is every game is. There's no games that are more important than others. All right, now, is it good to have rivals? And we're all about it. We teach our players about who our rival is, and but the way we prepared this week was no different than how we prepared last week. The importance factor is the same. Definitely for the school, there's a lot of pride in this university and pride in the community. And yes, it's a rivalry to me. It's a rivalry to them. But just for us as a program, we're trying to win the football game regardless, and we're going to give as much effort this week as we did last week. And just hopefully the outcome is different.
One of the ways to win this game will be try to limit the effectiveness of their quarterback. And Mitch Sherrick, how do you contain him? How do you limit his effectiveness?
Well, I don't know if you can. I think that you got to just give him different looks. You got to get pressure. I coached a quarterback, so I know that if you can get a rush, whether it be like for us just with our 3-down linemen or 4-down, if you're a 4-down team, it starts there, being able to control the line of scrimmage. And not let him sit back there and be comfortable, because he is good. And just give him different looks, back in the secondary too as well, So it's going to be a big challenge for us because they're very good offensively, and they have a lot of weapons.
What about their defense? What does their defense do that offers your guys some challenges?
They play hard. They play as hard as anybody we've seen on film this year, and Coach Watkins does a good job there. They play all 4 quarters, and they're tough and physical, and be a big challenge for us.
Your guys' turn.
Laney?
Hey, Coach Higgins.
Hey, what's up?
All right, so I know you said that every game is kind of the same, not one game doesn't mean more than another, but this is like a rivalry game. So does having this game at home make it a little better than playing it on the road?
Oh, yeah, there's no question about that. Yes, definitely better playing at home. Plus, we haven't been at home. We played 3 out of our first 4 games on the road, and they've all been night games. So the first thing we got to make sure that we're going to get used to is getting up, putting our bootstraps on and getting ready to go play football, and not waiting around watching college football on Saturday, doing a walkthrough on Saturday morning. No, we got to get up and be ready to play. So it's good to be along with that, it's great to be at home, and it's great to be at home because we're playing Washburn, and I know that's big, like I said, for our students, our fans, and our community.
Yeah, and it's a cool rivalry because
no question.
Teams are so even, it's not, no one's like a little brother, big brother sort of rivalry. So what do you think that adds to this matchup?
Well, just again, it's I think if you and I always talk to our players about this, and we talk about it with our young players, but whether you went to high school, played college football, whatever, whatever sports you played, there's always a rival, right? You're always going to have a rival. And that type of stuff, to me, is what college athletics about. It's just what athletics in general is about, because it does make it fun. It really does. And, we don't have anything we play for. We don't have a turnpike turnstile. Maybe I know we had talked about that. Me and I think Jake LeBon did one time. But yeah, that type of stuff I think it's great for athletics.
I like that idea. And so, which of your team strengths do you think are really just going to have to be firing this weekend in order to come out with a win?
Well, I think defensively we've been really good against the run. All right, and we've done a good job in that area. But I think that one of the things that we can't do, which is to me has been a big problem for us the past 2 weeks, giving up too many big plays. So like we're going to have to continue to handle the run defensively, but at the same time, we have got to be better in defending the pass, and we've let too many balls get over the top of us. Offensively, our strength is I feel like, of course, our quick game and our tempo and our pace that we play with, being able to mix that up at times. Those are the things that I look at that we're going to have to continue to do, and I feel like, honestly, we've, even in our 2 losses, the thing about it is we're 5 points away. Again, it's close is only good in horseshoes, right? So, it doesn't matter. We lost the games, but we're 5 points away from being undefeated. So, it's not like we're playing bad football right now. We're playing pretty good football. We've just made some mistakes kind of in some critical times or a critical part of the field. That's kind of cost us in the long run, But I'm proud of how our players have been playing from a standpoint of effort, competitiveness. I mean, the last 3 weeks or the last 2 weeks, I guess you could say UCO too, offensively, when we've had to put a drive together, either to put the game away, which we did against UCO, or to tie it and give our, and be able to have a 2-point conversion. We put a drive together against Missouri Western. And then last week we went 97 yards to at least give us a chance, an opportunity for an onside kick and let a miracle happen. But that's what I'm really pleased with offensively for us, is when we've had to do it, and we're going to have to do it again, we have to put it together. We've been really consistent with that.
Thank you.
You bet.
Good. Joe?
Yeah, I got one or two. Obviously, like you were talking about, coming off back-to-back losses, nail-biters, this is a rivalry week. Is this the week that can right the ship? Or is this just, like you were saying earlier, another game, we're going to take it as it is?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I would say to right the ship. But whether it's Washburn or whether it's whoever in our league, yeah, you got to get one now at home, kind of get you feeling good again. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's another thing. It's important because it's the next game, but also, there's nothing better than getting a W. All right? There's nothing better as a player, as a coach. It's why we do what we do and the way that you feel. My feeling, I don't remember, it's been 3 weeks since I felt good on Sunday. The last 2 weeks I felt bad and in a bad mood. I didn't want to go around town. I didn't want anybody to see me. All right? So we need to get a win. We need to get a feel-good win, and a feel-good win is even better when it's against your rivalry or your rival.
Washburn, averaging 44 points a game. Obviously, that's pretty high in any ranking of college football. I know you can't give away strategy, but like you were saying earlier, they have a lot of weapons. How do you slow down this Washburn offense?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's going to be the challenge, for us to do that because they are very good. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. Play action passing game's really good. They got skilled athletes. Be a big test. So, that's our job, to put a good game plan together to figure out a way to slow them down. So, yeah, I'm not giving away anything.
No. But, yeah, I feel like Laney asked the rivalry question, so that knocked it out.
Hey, good question, though. Good question.
Yeah. There we go.
Everybody good? All right.
All right.
Thank
See you
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you later.
Okay, got Cory Thomas up next. So, Greg?
Cory, for you, you're back in the lineup, back on the field last week. How did you be back on the field?
It felt great. I mean, you can't do anything about injuries, so it just felt good to be back out there and just help my team contribute.
Yeah, Washburn coming up, of course, that was kind of in your own backyard. You grew up in Topeka. Does this game take any special meaning for you?
I mean, I'm playing against my best friend, and Jacob Anderson. I mean, he's leading them in tackles, so we've talked about this for a while. I missed the 19 game versus them with an injury, so it's going to be cool to be out there. It's his senior season, so it's going to be cool to be out here in his last game, and I'll be out there with him. So,
offensively, what have you guys talked about as keys to winning this game, to being successful on Saturday?
just move the ball consistently. I mean, with our we run an up-tempo offense, so we can go 3 and out and it's 30 seconds ran off the clock. So we just need to be consistent and just keep moving the ball down the field.
Lane?
Right. So I was going to ask about, you having friends at Washburn. You kind of answered that. But overall in the locker room, what is the energy like for this week's game?
It's good. Like when Coach Higgins says that, week to week we really prepare the same exact way, he truly means that. I mean, back when we were, we were 2-3 or 2-4 in 2019, we still prepared like we were an undefeated team. That's just what we do here because of the culture we have. So, we are going into it like every other game. We're preparing as much as we can, watching as much film as we can, being locked in at practice. But everyone deep down, there's just an undertone that we know it's a rivalry game.
Totally. And what have you noticed about Washburn so far?
They play hard. Like they play hard. They have talented athletes, but it's not so much of like a bunch of Division I transfers or stuff like that. It's just they have homegrown talent that are, hard-nosed football players, and they're going to play hard. They're a good team.
And what do you think it'll take for you guys to beat them this Saturday?
Full game, full 4 quarters like we started. It'll either be our offense is picking us up or our defense is picking us up. And, if both of those, offense and defense, are firing on all cylinders, then that's what we need to do is just be consistent. I think that's the number one thing is consistency.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Joe?
All right. Well, spoke with Coach. He said he lost the last 2 games by 5 total points, and you guys are right there. What needs to get touched up before you play, like you were saying, this hard-nosed, hard-hitting Washburn defense?
I think it's the right plays in the right moments. Like when it's almost too late. I mean, when it is too late, like we'll score a touchdown or, I remember Mo West, we had G. Stanley got a pick. We were at like the 6 or 7 yard line. And then we had a false start. And then we had a holding call. And then we had to kick a field goal. And if we would have scored a touchdown right there, we would have put the game away. So I think it's just scoring. We are scoring the ball and we're moving the ball well, but we need to score in critical times more often. And we're looking to do that Saturday.
Obviously, rivalry game. What's the difference of it being at home? Is it a better feeling knowing you got your fans behind you, or would you rather it, be away and beat them at their place?
Oh, it's just the whole aura of being at home. I mean, the fans, you have your own treatment, your own staff here. You can get ready how you want to. You're in your own locker, sleep in your own bed. I mean, all that stuff matters, and every little thing will help.
All right. We good?
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cory.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, got Billy Ross Jr. now, running back. So, great.
Billy, how much fun are you having right now?
I'm having a lot of fun for sure. Yeah, it's been a fun season. I mean, first year, so definitely trying to play hard. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Cory Brooks missed the last 2 games. You kind of stepped in. Did it put any extra pressure on when you found out, hey, Cory might not be able to play? Or did you just look at this, hey, here's my opportunity to really make something special happen? Or what was the approach you took to it?
I mean, I didn't really take any extra pressure. I started against Mo West, so kind of knew I was probably going to get started into Mo West, so kind of just took it in as another game. I mean, I think every day we prepare, as we said, we prepare all the time, so I think the preparation will keep whoever we put out on the field ready to go.
As you look at Washburn, what challenges do you see their defense offering you guys offensively?
Man, I think it's been pretty hard though. They play fast, they play hard. So I mean, I think just being able to just keep our tempo going, being able to keep moving the ball down the field. And I think that if we just continue to do that, then we'll be in good hands.
Laney?
Billy, is this your first Turnpike rivalry game?
Yeah.
All right. So what is that energy just kind of like for you? You're not familiar with it, so is it just kind of like any other game for you, or do you know that this one means?
Oh, I mean, I kind of know what it means. You really don't get too much into it until you really start playing. So I think that first atmosphere, obviously it's a rivalry game. You have rivals in high school, but obviously college ball is so much different that the atmosphere is going to be crazy. But yeah, I know a little bit about it, but I think it'll just be fun to get out there and play. Man, I feel like I'm kind of broken record, but they play fast. They play hard. They're gonna be sound. They're not gonna beat themselves. So I mean, I think we just have to really find that extra step to really elevate us over this week.
And you've made your presence known all over the field, literally. So just how do you plan on keeping that up this weekend?
Man, I guess just keep doing what I do. I feel like the team I think we're all capable of making plays. I think that the team, as well as we lift each other up all the time. So I think that anytime that any of us touch the ball, we can all go make a play. So I think we just keep the juices going, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, and you guys have played in a few close games recently. What do you think it'll take for the team to not let this one slip by on Saturday?
Man, just play 4 quarters. Seems like that's really what's gotten us lately, is just not putting together a complete game. So I feel like just play 4 quarters and we'll come out with a win.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Joe, do you have anything?
Just one. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but you're speaking about the team, which is obviously very important. It's a team sport, but individually, what is your goal? What do you want to see from this first Turnpike Tussle game?
Individually, I want to see a win. I know you say it's a team sport, but individually, if somebody can win on the field and we don't win that as a team. So, yeah, definitely a win. A touchdown would be cool, I guess, but definitely a win.
I've just got one. Just talk about the youth on your offensive side. You have 2 offensive linemen that are freshmen. You're a freshman. Just kind of talk about that.
Oh, man, I think it's just great for the future. We're freshmen, but I think we're all playing at a pretty decently high level. So I think that, I think we all have, we're freshmen, so we all have 4 years left. So the experience, just keep coming back. So I think that, I think it's just great to know that we're able to play this well this young. So I think it'll be fun.
All right. You all good?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Billy.
Thank you.
Dawson Hammes, ready to go, Greg.
Well, Dawson, Washburn coming up on Saturday. Obviously, it's the biggest game because it's the next game up. What's the approach this week? What's the preparation been like this week?
Well, we treat every team the same, just because it's a rivalry week game. It'll be a little more emphasized on, attention to detail, game plan here or there. But like I said, we treat every game the same, but it just adds that much more excitement to it. So we're ready to go.
You guys have been close the last 2 games. A total of 3 points separate wins and losses in the last 2 games. What's got to be better this week for you guys?
Like I said, attention to detail. I think defense needs to do a better job on the back end and just eliminating those big plays, because that's what's been killing us. So we can do our job, take it 1 play at a time, 1 quarter at a time. I think we'll be happy, at the end of the game with how we played.
All right.
Lane?
Right, Dawson, this is a pretty even rivalry, not one team isn't so much better than the other, like a lot of rivalries. So what does that kind of add to this matchup?
That much more excitement. Like we've been emphasizing it all week. It's for the players, it's for the alumni. I don't know, my dad played here back in the day. It's going to mean a lot to a lot of people. So it's exciting, to be surreal out there, to get out there and play the game we love.
Yeah, and what have you noticed about Washburn through film so far?
Their O-line is very well coached. Their outside players are athletic. They'll get them the ball. They're great in space. Their backs are about as good as they'll get in the MIAA. Got to come ready to go, every week.
And as a linebacker, how do you plan to attack the quarterback?
Whenever my opportunity comes, sometimes it happens so fast, but I just try to get there and make whatever I can happen. So whenever the play is there, I'll try to make it.
Thank you.
Joe?
Alrighty. So you talk about Washburn's athletes. Obviously, they're scoring a lot. Linebacker, you got to do it all and drop back into coverage. How important is that communication and everybody being on the same page, especially this week?
It's huge with the different personnel to do, the motions and everything. You got to be on the same page. So whenever it comes to communication, you got to make sure, the back end, the linebackers, the corners, everyone knows their job and is able to execute when needed. So it's huge. It really is. So we've been, like I said, focused on that a whole bunch this week. It's been our weakness here, but I think we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
And then kind of a cheesier question with the rivalry being from Rossville. Does that have any effect with it? I know it's right down the road.
Right. I wouldn't say much so. It plays a little bit of a factor, but I try to, keep that to the side and focus on what I can do and what my job is. So it'll make that easier. But it adds a ton of excitement. I can't wait. I know a lot of the guys on their team, and a few of them know me. So it'll be fun butting heads with them.
Did your dad tell you anything about when he played him?
He hates him. That's all I know. He'll just tell me, about Coach Kramer and how all that was, but mainly about, the rivalry. They hate each other, so a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Everybody good? All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Dawson.
All right.
Good luck.